I think it's a little bit scary and I think it's cool.
How come you guys are here today at the Science Museum?
Because somebody donated money for us to come and it was a field trip.
Is this one of your favorite places to come?
Yes.
How come?
Because like it's just cool.
Describe what a mummy is for someone that doesn't know.
It's a human that's covered with tissue.
The kids actually studied Egypt and mummies. They actually made their own mummies, so they're really excited to be here.
The mummies of the world have been delighting museum goers of all ages since they first arrived in Buffalo. When the exhibit leaves next fall, it will take a couple pieces of our history with it. Buffalo Science Museum president and CEO Mark Mortensen says the former belongings of a prominent Buffalo collector have been here in town for generations. We're standing in front of some mummies that have roots here in Buffalo. Tell us about these guys right here.
Yeah, it's an amazing piece. We have had mummified remains here at the Buffalo Museum of Science for decades that we've been presenting to the public. Some of them are our own artifacts, and some of them are artifacts from the Buffalo History Museum and mummies from the Buffalo History Museum. So it was a great relationship when we were able to talk to mummies of the world, and these mummies and these artifacts will actually be traveling with this show for the next 4 years. So Buffalo is going to be out there loud and proud around the country as part of this next phase of the exhibit.
A little behind-the-scenes museum business that people may not be aware of.
Right. It's very common for museum institutions to loan their materials, to exhibit in other areas, and we are so proud to have these mummies and these artifacts as part of the exhibit going forward, and we're certainly proud of Buffalo for having them.
And you're also proud today you actually shut down the museum because it's field trip season here in Buffalo.
That's correct. We have had a lot of tiny feet coming through the exhibit today, and the big highlight of the exhibit about mummies is it's steeped in education, and we felt it was very important when we first started the exhibit to bring in school children to really learn. You don't get to see these mummies and these artifacts in books. And to make that connection, and there's specific connections to the core curriculum, we wanted those students to get that firsthand understanding, and that was the impetus behind today.
Is there anything else in particular you'd like to encourage people to come and check out while they're here?
Well, thank you, Lauren. First of all, I need to tell people, don't procrastinate. This is going to be here only for a limited time. So don't miss this opportunity to see this exhibit. First of all, it'll be here through the summer. But second, the museum overall is really undergoing a renaissance, and 5 out of our 8 permanent exhibition spaces have been renovated and updated. So if you have not been to the Science Museum in the last 2 years, it's a whole new experience, and we really encourage people to come to the exhibit and then explore the rest of the museum. They'll be pleasantly surprised.
All right, thanks so much, Mark Mortensen.
Thanks, Lauren.